Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Ayers, and I'm here to talk to you today about ways that you can impress your boss. So, just from a fundamental level, when you look at your position, you don't want to treat it like a clock in, clock out, leave the second the shift is over, arrive the second the shift starts. You want to demonstrate your willingness to work, maybe show up a few minutes early to your shift to get your day started, set out a timeline for your day, greet your team members, greet your boss, see if there's anything that the team needs to focus on for the day, so that way you can start your day out right as soon as you start the first task of your shift. And then at the end of the day, you don't want to be the first to just get up and leave because it's 5 p.m. You want to make sure that you are taking care of all of your tasks for the day. If there's something that needs a little bit more time and you need to leave at 5:05, and that's okay, just make sure that you're dedicated to your work and not just trying to bolt out the door the second that it seems okay. The next thing that you can do to ensure that your employer or your boss is impressed with you is to always know your numbers or your results. If there's a certain number of tasks that you needed to get done for the day, or if you work in an organization that keeps track of metrics and gives you, say, a monthly report card or results, you should always know where you are at and as far as your performance is concerned. And then that way, if anyone ever asks you what you need to work on to improve or what you're doing great at, because they might be seeking out your best practices to share with others, then you know what your strengths and weaknesses are, and can formulate a plan based on that. Once you know your numbers and know your results, something that you can consider, there's an expression that is called feed the elephant. Essentially, you don't want to wait for the elephant, in this case your boss, although you may not want to call them that directly. You don't want them to come seeking food from you. You want to bring them the information that they might know. So that way they know that you know what you need to work on, and also know what you've already worked on and can create a plan together to move forward. And always, always, always communicate. Communicate with your teammates, communicate with your boss. Make sure that you keep an open dialogue going both ways, so that way everyone knows what the environment should entail. The next thing that you should do to show your boss that you are an impressive employee is to invest in yourself. If that means going back to school, like some of us have done, myself included, if that means to watch the company calendar for updated trainings or any sort of sessions that might lead to career development, and telling your boss when you're interested in partaking in one of those activities will show that you have an investment in your own personal development and will help them to personally develop you, so that way you can work toward your next position. Also, make sure that you remain coachable. On any team, whether it's sports or whether it's in an employment environment, there's going to be times where maybe you're not great at something, and it's their job to ensure that you know that. It's also your job to know. But when you do identify a weakness, or your employer identifies a weakness, they're going to need to give you feedback. And as a coachable person, your job is to go ahead and take that feedback, implement it right away with a smile on your face, because ultimately it's put in place for your success. And another way to be impressed is to have a plan at all times. I suggest having at least a 1, 3, and 5 year plan for your career development and your goals within the organization. Maybe even a 10-year plan, depending on what kind of movement you can have, or within the organization or without, because even if you see yourself in 10 years at a different organization, your employer can still help you be the best you can be while you're there and develop you for your next position. And then just a small way to impress your boss is to always dress for success. It's always important to dress for the job that you want, not necessarily the job that you have. So right now you might be a frontline employee, but you aspire to become management, and you need to dress the part. This is by far not a comprehensive list, but it is some ideas for how you can impress your boss from day one, and something that you should work on every day. Thank you.